Hey everyone, my name is Valentino and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about why I started an Onlyfans. And it might be a little bit different than why you would think I did. Before I get started, I have to mention my sponsor, the coldest water bottle. Honestly, this is the best insulated water container that I have ever used, honestly. It literally keeps things cold. It says bare minimum 36 hours. If you fill it up with ice cold water, you might even be able to reach 100 hours. To keep things warm like hot tea or hot chocolate or coffee, it'll stay warm over 12 hours. That means if you pour it in the morning in here at 4 p.m., at 9 a.m., you know, when you're going to your work job or whatever, at 4 p.m. when you might be lagging and you didn't want to drink the whole entire cup, it'll still be hot and good. For real, for real. But today, we're going to talk about why I started an Onlyfans. If you don't know, for a while, I had been selling, Alright, we had to switch a little angle situation going on there. Hopefully I can last like this. But if you hadn't known, I started maybe 2017 or 2018. I started selling like muscle flexing videos on this site called Get Indie Bill, where, you know, cam people would sell their videos, and it was kind of really great. So fast forward to the pandemic arising and OnlyFans becoming a super popular thing, I decided to go ahead and hop on the trend because it was only inevitable that I would have to, or I would lose everything that I had built. And a little tidbit, fast forward to the story, maybe about 5 or 6 months later, Get Indie Bill shut the down. Like completely closed down because OnlyFans came in and swooped up and took over. So, I mean, I'm glad that I hopped on the trend when I did. I probably should have sooner, but I'm glad that I didn't any later than I did. And with OnlyFans, I feel like people expect to see a certain type of content. And for me, I've always been in a relationship, low-key. Like, ever since I was 18, like, there have been small windows when I was single. Even when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be single for 10 years. A person drops out of the sky and it's just like, okay, 6 years later, you know? So I've never really been single. So I'm not gonna be a person that's gonna be on there like full-blown rawing, you know, a whole bunch of people, you know? Or even like using a condom or whatever. You know, I'm just trying to be dramatic, but I'm not gonna be, you know, plowing or doing anything other than probably oiling or like mild touching with clothes on, underwear or something with other guys if I do collab, you know, in the future. I have yet to do a collab. But realistically, a lot of people don't even want to see full-blown intercourse. And I feel like that's where I come in and I can relate, because I personally, I discovered that I had a very specific fetish. Probably about like 6 or 7 years old. I started masturbating at 8 years old before I could even like ejaculate. I would be like, you know, orgasming and shooting blanks practically when I was 8 years old. And I vividly remember the first time, like, you know, semen came out and I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, what happened? Like, this didn't used to happen like this before. And I think that I, you know, discovered that whole process so young because I had a very specific fetish. And I used to think that that was a curse, especially when I was younger, because I didn't understand, you know, being gay, especially because I had this specific fetish, right? Because I thought women were beautiful, but, you know, I wasn't physically attracted to them. But I wasn't physically attracted to like a penis either. So it was kind of confusing. Fast forward to now, I'm like, oh my God, it is so easy for me to get material. Like, so easy for me to find things. People can like breathe, and I'm like, oh, let me, you know, use this as material, low key. Well, actually, high key, like. So it's kind of crazy, and I realized that it's not that easy for a lot of people. A lot of people need like, you know, full-blown intercourse. A lot of people need like full-blown seeing somebody like flex or like massage, you know, or like, you know, jerk for like a period of time in order for themselves to build up, in order to, you know, have that moment. And a lot of people can't find the person that they are optimally physically attracted to, especially to find as a mate and, you know, secure that and have that experience all the time. So why have a group of people suffer when I can be somebody that can provide something for a group of people that need it? I mean, I feel like, especially in the United States, nudity is viewed in such a different way than a lot of other places. A lot of places in Europe like view nudity like way more laxative than people here in the US, even religious people. It's kind of interesting. So I decided I don't really care. Google me, see what I'm working with. I don't care, especially as long as I can continue on the path of finding myself and really, you know, creating a line to live comfortably in a lifestyle that I want to live. So that's basically it. Judge me if you want. I am very happy providing for people content that they would otherwise not be able to see. So comment down below what you guys think. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see, everything will be in the description box. My links to Onlyfans, and if you want a quarters water bottle, trust me, you're not gonna regret buying this. You get 10% off using my code Valentino. Again, if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the button next to it to make sure you're notified every time I post. Until next time. Bye, guys. Okay, but I will say that I do have an issue being successful on OnlyFans because I'm not really that, like, I don't really like attention. Like, you really need to crave attention to be successful on here or on OnlyFans. A lot of people thrive off of, you know, getting likes or getting adoration, especially people that hadn't got attention before, you know, throughout their 25 or 30 years of living, or somebody that might have had attention and lost it as they got older, who are really like, oh my God, I really need, or like, this attention feels so great. Like, if I wanted attention, I'd just go outside, walk down the street. I really don't. That's why I stay at home for the most part. So that's the only difficult part for doing OnlyFans, I would say. So anybody that does want to start on OnlyFans, I will say, if you crave attention and like that really motivates you, or if only money really motivates you, you definitely will be successful. You just have to be consistent. And then you also have to find avenues to promote. You gotta find avenues to promote, and that will definitely lead to success. But I feel like that's one thing that people get a little misconstrued with me. I don't really crave or want attention, so I mean, the adoration aspect isn't really what I'm really going for. I'm more so going for trying to make people happy, because I know some people really need this content to, like, you know, relax and feel better. Like, I couldn't imagine not being able to masturbate or something. That would literally be crazy. But yeah,